Hey all, how's it going? Joe Bizzle289 here. Today we're going to take a look at the Corsair K95 RGB Platinum mechanical keyboard. This is a gaming keyboard that's the most expensive one that I've reviewed lately, so I'm really excited to check it out. So let's see what it has to offer for such a high price. 8 megabytes of profile storage with hardware, macro, and lighting playback. 6 programmable G keys for in-game macros. Dynamic multi-color per key backlighting with light edge. Okay, it's aircraft grade anodized brush aluminum frame, has a pass-through USB port and dedicated volume and multimedia controls, as well as a detachable dual-sided soft touch wrist rest, and 100% anti-ghosting with full key rollover. It also is compatible with the Corsair Utility Engine Q, so that way you can customize the RGB. Alright, so we ran over the specs. Let's take a look at it and see how it feels and see what those switches feel like. Okay, so in typical fashion, it is a box within a box. Ooh, this is a nice box within a box. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so it has has the Corsair logo right there on this inside box. Let's see if I can't get the light to shine on it. And you can kind of see it. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Alright. Okay, so cardboard here. Wow, this is a beefy cable. Okay. Holy buckets. Okay. This cable is insane. Wow. Wow, that is crazy cool. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So they're labeled. I'll put them up there better on the screen here in a second. But one's labeled keyboard and one's labeled for the pass-through, so you can figure that out pretty nicely. Alright, it is a braided cable. Alright, there she slides out very easily. Okay. Alright, so what I'd like right off the bat is that you can see the light, like the LED area where the RGB is going to be. That's just an interesting feature, a little aesthetics there. The space bar has like a knurled feel to it, very textured. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so the media button over here on the right it's not like a notched button or anything. It's just a continuous wheel. You do have a mute, play, back, forward, and stop. Looks like the Corsair is going to light up, and then you have a profile button, brightness, and then you can lock the keyboard there. And here are your G keys. Okay. And we'll see how it sounds. Okay, not the clickiest of keys. Okay, it feels like there's a little bit of resistance, but after you get past that initial bit of resistance, they're not really deep either. Once you get past that initial bit of resistance, you hit the end there, you hit the bottom, and so that's kind of interesting. It's not a very deep press, like there's not a whole lot of depth to it, so you're just right into it. Okay, the keys feel kind of sloped in, a little more so than normal. The normal key, so it's a little exaggerated. The keys or the letters on the keys are a lot bigger. Normally the letters are super tiny, so maybe these are for people like me that are older and have bad eyes. So the feel of it with the feet down and without the wrist brace, the angle feels pretty alright. I'm okay with that angle. Okay, so we'll put the feet up. and they fold out to the side, not down like others. That's actually a really comfortable angle right there. Holy cow! And all right, so your G keys they're a little bit bigger than your standard keys, and they're textured, almost kind of rubberized texture on them. So, man, I'm digging this keyboard. All right, so let's get the wrist rest out here. See how that feels. Okay, well, what do you get in this little box here? Oh, okay. You get some different keys here. Oh, all right. Can you just place those on top or what? Okay, looks like you just pop them off. Okay, so just going through the manual real quick, seeing if I can figure out, exactly what it was saying, what to do with these. But it looks like it comes with a tool here to remove the keys. So you just pop them off, and then you pop the new ones on, and then so you get a textured feel with the keys, with the different keys here. All right, so that's that. And then the wrist rest is just inside another piece of cardboard here. Okay, it says to open here. Okay, and I will do that very gingerly. All right, and it just slides out from there. Okay, and it's just wrapped in plastic. Ooh, okay. So how does this go on here? Looks like, okay, so it's got some retention clips on it. And then it just slides into the retention. There we go. Slides right into the retention clips. Okay, so this feels like the hard side because you can change it either way that you want it to go. How do you do that? Oh, it's just a magnet. Okay, magnetic. Flip it around to the other side. Okay. All right, so this side has a lid. Well, I don't know. Which one is the more forgiving side? Okay, so this side is just smooth. You don't have to worry about it like with the Razer Black Widow. That one's just magnetic and it just hits on the edge of the key or the keyboard, and then that slides around. And I've had that problem happen a couple times. It's just sliding around as I'm gaming. It's really nice, but it moves around. This is solid right there on it. So you have your choice of either a smooth side. Maybe if I can get this back up. That's what she said. Yeah, that's a strong magnet. Okay. So either smooth side or a textured side. Okay, so with the textured side, your hands may not be more prone to slipping off, I guess. I think that's the idea there. Okay. And then you can just remove it very quickly, just like that. And the wrist rest does have some rubber grommets on it, so that won't slide. Just gives you more stability on the keyboard. Okay, so let's last thing to do here. Let's pop her into the Mac and see how the RGB looks. Okay, so there's the RGB. It's going on it. It's got a light bar that goes across the top. Corsair does light up, and that is color changing as well. Fully RGB on that. The buttons themselves, they light up. All right. Cool, yeah, and then you can see the backlight on it right there on the keys themselves. So it says that each key, according to the software here, that each key can be customizable. So that's pretty cool. Very flexible. Very flexible. So there it is, the Corsair K95 RGB Platinum Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. I was really impressed with the keyboard with all the features that it has to offer for just $139. You have 6 programmable macro keys, fully customizable RGB that you can customize with the Q software, 3 profiles that you can store on the keyboard itself, a Windows lock key, a wrist rest. The keys felt great, the angle felt great. Overall, fantastic keyboard. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, as that's one of the only ways I can continue to bring you more content. Well, that'll do it. We'll see you next time.